Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a happy Tuesday to you all. Hopefully, your Tuesdays are going brilliantly. Or if you're watching this at another point in the week, hope you're having a great day nonetheless. We carry on with the rest of the CHUU release for today. We checked out the title track, Strawberry Rush, and it was a brilliant time indeed. But we have B-sides to get around to, and that's even more exciting. I forget if we did Howl era on camera or not, because it was a little while ago. And if we did, it must have been around the time where life was kind of all over the place, and I was trying to piece together what was happening. But now that I'm back, settled in, I've been doing this for coming up to 3 months now, and we have a CHUU release. We're gonna do it properly, so we're gonna check out all almost all of the B-sides on the Strawberry Rush EP. The last song is an English version of Chocolate, and Chocolate, I think, was a single that dropped a little bit earlier on in the year that I didn't get to check out. So we'll listen to the Korean version, but we'll skip over the English one just because we don't usually do language remakes in these album listens. But we've got 4 songs to get through. Unfortunately, Honeybee, track number 2, doesn't have a visualizer for some reason, but the rest do, so we're just gonna run with it, because we have other releases we need to get to, so let's get into it sharpish, shall we? Here we go! Right, I have the credits for the album pulled up on the second screen over there. I'm going to quickly read off the credits for Strawberry Rush, because we're not going to listen to it here, because I've already spent time on the MV on its own, but we need to give credit where credit is due. So track number 1, Strawberry Rush, lyrics by Perry and 9June9, composition Ryan S. Jun, David Wilson, Colin Magalong, Sarana Pakurar, with Ryan S. Jun and D. Willie on arrangement, which now takes us to the first of the B-sides, titled Honeybee. Again, the only one without a visualizer for some reason. It's like 15 minutes since the album's dropped, and this is the only one that doesn't have it, but I don't know. We're just gonna send it. So, track number 2, Honeybee, lyrics by Na Doyon of 153 Jumbas. Composition Molly Moore, Patrick J.Q. Smith, Elsa Curran, and Sweater Beats, with Sweater Beats on arrangement. Couple of familiar names in there. Oh, this song is mic'd really close. A little bit loud. It's an amazingly delicate song for as fast that as it is. The mixing's really interesting though, because it feels like she's singing right next to my ears. Not just the singing part, even the guitar just feels right here. Round and round 맴돌아 종일 day and night 내게 너를 묻혀 You are like honey 아름다운 your world 그 안에서 dream 내게 불러 널 바로 알아본 것 우린 운명인걸 노래 매웠던 외로움 Get rhythmic with it one time, CHUU. I wonder if we're gonna get a lot of that this album, because we got rap sections in Strawberry Rush and title tracks, and we've got a more rhythm-focused vocal line in Honeybee, so Again, we've got the vocal layering going on, we've also got some call and response going on. I'm falling for you, I'm falling for you, I'm your honeybee. those are some tasty chords, might I say. Very tasty. Not like the standard 1-4-5-1 chord sequence at all. Lots of, well, we got some like minor sevens in there. I'm not the most well versed in that side of music theory, but it's very tasty nonetheless. Yeah, Honeybee. This is an interesting song purely from a mixing point of view, because I don't think I've ever come across a pop song that's this upbeat and this fast that's mic'd so close to the source of the music. So what I mean by that essentially is you can hear like all the movements that the acoustic guitar is having, whether it's the left hand moving up and down the fretboard or the right hand actually doing the strumming, or whether it's CHUU like singing into the microphone that's recording her voice. You hear every little movement within it. And on a song of this nature, you usually don't, just because on a song that is this kind of speed or this kind of tempo, it feels a lot more around you rather than right at you. A song that's mixed like this oftentimes comes about when you get like a ballad or something like that, when you really want that raw vocal experience. You mic them right up close because you feel the breath, you feel, you know, every intake of breath in between lines, you feel the sound waves coming out of the singer's mouth essentially. And yet they went with that direction on the recording side of things. But it's not a ballad. And it definitely doesn't listen like a ballad either. Even if it might have, you know, super emotional lyrics. Again, I don't know Korean by ear, so I don't know the contents of the lyrics. But just based off of the flow of the song and how it listens, it doesn't feel like an emotionally loaded ballad. But it's been written and mixed in a way that's similar to it. Interesting. I'm not sure where I stand on Honeybee yet. The song I don't really have a problem with. It's just kind of giving me mixed signals, if that makes sense. Right. And now we move on to track number 3, Daydreamer. Lyrics by Na-Si-Si-Kon. Cool name. Composition, Rhinus, John Scott, Bruzenak, Margot XS, Bailey Flores, Stan Green, Rhinus, John Scott, Bruzenak, and Margot XS on arrangement. 난 기지개를 켜고 막 비뚤어진 베개를 정리하고 떠지지도 않는 눈을 비벼 그대로 다시 잠에 들고 싶어 No 한 발 한 발 천천히 That's not how I expected this song to grow. Hold on. 불어오는 창문 앞에서 내 몸집보다 커다란 저 팬지 노란 빛깔 말하는 고양이 나 지저귀는 새인 말을 알지 Maybe 잠이 들겠나 봐 아직 I sing along 그냥 저절로 And my heart 무섭지 않아 다 활짝 웃고 있지 내 핑크 컬러 노래들도 같이 이대로 몸을 열어 This is another one of those songs where it's written and mixed in a way where it doesn't typically get used in a song of this nature. Because this very much feels kind of late night vibe in the pacing of it all and how it's been mixed, but it is way too bright and cutesy to be late night vibes. Very charming though. Like, it should have this kind of relaxed feel to it, but it's got a pluckiness to it that's really neat. You may think that it's hard to believe. I know that romantic dream 다 깨고 나면 사라지더라도 알잖아 모두 거짓이더라도 잠깐의 환상 꿈이었다 해도 Everything 난 진짜로 바꿔줄게 That's how they bring in that final chorus. Oh, that's cool. It's almost like the sun breaching or clearing the horizon. It just boom. Yeah, that's really cool. It feels like a sunrise in the way the song grows. It's happened again. A K-pop song with no bona fide final note. Wow. Okay, the fact that this has happened twice in 2 days is actually kind of blowing my mind. It's typically, on a K-pop song, you don't really fade out the final bit. Usually, there's a hard finish. I mean, if it reverberates off the final note at the end, that happens on good number of songs, but you rarely come across a K-pop song where that final phrase just repeats until the song eventually just dissipates away, and that's really interesting. Yeah, Daydreamer was another one of those songs where I was kind of like, my brain was confused on how I was supposed to process it. That bridge into the final chorus answered all of my questions that I had about it. The way that this song just goes down to that really nice, almost minimalistic, end of the bridge, and it slowly grows, and it slowly grows. Then it reaches a point where you make it to that final chorus release, and it bumps up a noticeable amount. But afterwards, it continues to grow. And it's like, if you've ever been out and about before, or like immediately before a sunrise, you know when the sun is about, say, 45 minutes to an hour before actual sunrise, the sky starts to get light, right? It's like the song growing a little bit. And then all of a sudden, as soon as the sun starts clearing the horizon, you get this massive ray of sun. That is like the initial release of that final chorus. And as the sun gets higher and higher above the horizon, it just gets brighter and brighter. That is how I'm viewing that final minute of that song, and it's actually very pretty. And it's such a natural progression the way the song grows too, that even though it is that very relaxed pace, it's extremely easy to listen to it. And it's not the most complex song in the world, so you don't really need to try too hard to enjoy it either. And it's just everything goes into just making the song easier to process, and I love stuff like that. So, nice. Right, one more of the new stuff. Track number 4, Lucid Dream, lyrics by Park Sang-gyu of 153 Jumbus. Composition Kristen Carpenter, Partyman, Theodore Runzio, and Franz Torell, with Teddy Failure on arrangement. I am kind of hoping we get another kind of more upbeat song a la Aliens from her debut album. Admittedly, we did get Strawberry Rush, so we might not get that energetic bop, but let's find out. We're really liking the electric guitar element in the instrumentals, aren't we? It's really cool that we're slowly getting rid of the muffledness in the song too. I am amazed at how groovy this entire album was. I thought, based off the title track, we'd get something really high energy. And again, this is another song that inherently has a brightness to it, but is also super mellow on the ears. Really neat. I hear that harmony back there. And there's such a small little detail, but her vocal delivery changes depending on where you are in the song. And it's so clear. Oh. What? It's over already? How short was that song? They're so short. That's what I was fully expecting one more final chorus to kick in. No, the bridge was just an outro. That makes me sad because Lucid Dream might be my favorite B-side on the album. I love the way the song is written. I think it's so pretty. I think it emphasizes an interesting part of CHUU's vocals because it has the high kind of vocal range, but it has a almost thicker delivery to it. And I feel like with CHUU, you only get that in certain moments in certain songs, but we got a lot of it in Lucid Dream, and I like listening to it. It's very calming in a way. It's one of those songs where it kind of just goes on autopilot, and it's not meant to be like a big energetic pop song, but it's very mellow and kind of harnesses all of the effects of that late night vibe in a little bit more upbeat package. It's very nice. It's also very well balanced. It doesn't use too much reverb on the high notes. It doesn't use too many instrumentals. I think balance from high, mids, and lows are really stable all throughout that. Nice. That's a surprise for me because it's, I think, probably the more simpler song on the album, or one of the more simpler songs on the album. And there is some detail work going on there, but it's very well executed. And then, of course, we have one final song on the album listen to check out. Again, track number 6 is the English version of Chocolate. Track number 5 is the regular version of Chocolate. So we're just going to listen to the regular version, track number 5. Korean version Chocolate. Lyrics by Jisoo of La La Studio. Composition Louis Gardiner, Ryan Laurie, Emily Middlemas, and musicality with Louis Gardiner and musicality on arrangement. Now, this song, had I been keeping up to date, should be a song I'm familiar with, but this dropped while I was moving and doing entrance exams and stuff, so I completely missed it. So think of this as kind of me jumping back on board with it. Here we go.
Love is so sweet, said it in noga like this. Just bite it, baby, just bite it. 궁금하잖아, 난 못 참고 attention.
Oh wow, we're walking with this one, aren't we? Hold on a second.
또 슬쩍 맛본 tension, 그 달콤한 꿈. Let's go. 예쁘게 쌓여진 설렘이 달아올라.
Cool octave stacking there. Wow, this song slots in so well on this album. Because again, it's the slightly bright but slightly groovy combo. So this song is high, like really high vocally.
Yeah, you know the pressure zone. Know you like when I sing this song. I'm the queen and you like
Hello,
it.
rapper CHUU.
I know I can time you. Stuck stuck in your teeth. Got what you need, boy, you addicted to me. I'm in a wild limousine, yeah, you be cruising with me.
Oh, and then you cap it up with the vocal harmony. Yeah, the vocal line of this song spends a long time sitting up top in that breathy hi-hat voice. That's crazy. And the thing is, it's definitely not out of the bounds of what CHUU is capable of. But it's still very high.
Sweet like chocolate, like sugar on your lips. A taste you can't forget. Oh, you can't forget. Take a bite, take a bite, take a bite.
I am amazed at how much rapper CHUU we're getting on this album. And I know this is an older song, but she's still going. That melody is terrific. It's so satisfying to listen to. Gosh. That's very nice. Cool. And this, like, Chocolate wasn't like a pre-release. It was just like, it was a special single for Valentine's Day, right? Wow. I'm amazed at how stylistically it fits on this album. It doesn't feel out of place at all. I think the only thing that's different is just how high the vocals are on this song, just all throughout, especially with the that part. That's definitely the highest point vocally, I think, on the entire album in terms of vocal range. But yeah, I wonder if this is going. Let me try that again. I wonder if this is going to be the kind of soloist CHUU direction we're going to get, is balancing the grooviness with the brightness. Because Howl definitely lent a little bit more closer to the groovy side, but it still had that brightness to it. Strawberry Rush has that grooviness, but definitely is leaning more towards that brightness side. And the B-sides on this album very much balance the two across the board. You get your bright vocals, you get your cutesy rap sections, but you also get the terrific groove across the board. And it's like, it's a balance that I feel like is a lot more difficult than she's making it seem. This CHUU makes it sound pretty easy, in my opinion. I mean, Honeybee is definitely a me thing, like I'm reading into it a little bit too much. But yeah, usually if you're going groovy, the top line's mellow. You don't get a bright, cutesy top line that's mellow, instrumental backed. But it works. She's making it work. Even on a song like Chocolate, where, again, it's kind of like Strawberry Rush, where it definitely leans more to the cutesy side, it has that groove. And that's so impressive to me. Huh. I'm pleasantly surprised by this. Admittedly, I would have liked to get one more just unashamedly bright B-side, like bright and quick B-side, kind of like Strawberry Rush. I'm mainly saying that because I loved Alien last time around. I think Alien was my favorite song off of that release, off of her debut release, followed very closely by Howl. But you know what? The brightness that we got from Chocolate and the pace that we got from Strawberry Rush, I'm not going to complain too much. I think the one, not gripe is the wrong word, but one comment, I wish the songs were longer. I wish we got like a proper three-phase song, like verse 1, verse 2, bridge and final chorus. Because like, sure, this is technically a 6-track album, but actually let me see on Spotify real quick. This entire album clocks in at a few seconds under 17 minutes for 6 songs. So we're averaging sub 3 minutes. If we go with Howl, Howl was a 5-track album that clocks in at just over 15:30, so over 3 minutes apiece. And it's like, I know I always joke around saying, in this economy we got a song over 3 minutes, but genuinely, when the music is this good and when you have the vocal talent that's this good, I want more of it. You know what I mean? I'm a selfish fan at heart. I want more music. And I feel like we're getting robbed of that more and more. But that I'm not gonna blame CHUU for that, and I'm not gonna blame the music team for that. I know the direction that the industry is going, and I can't really do anything about it. It's just some dude on the internet who waffles about music in his free time. But overall, I'm very pleased with this album. It feels like a good follow up to her debut. Do I prefer one or the other? One over the other at the moment? Not really. Not in terms of the album, at least. I might prefer the title track, Strawberry Rush, over Howl as a song just off rip, because I'm in the mood for a little bit of a brighter song at the moment. But yeah, I mean, apart from the songs being a little bit short, no qualms whatsoever. And I look forward to what she brings to the table next. Also, all the TikTok challenges, because I know she's got a lot of idol friends and she's more than willing to do them. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for those. But that is going to be it for me today. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully, you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me: say let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.